Welcome back to the 360 Sports Network Road to the Final Four podcast series, breaking down each and every conference tournament on the way to the big dance. Whose bubbles are burst? Who will the at-large teams beat? And who will get the automatic bids for the NCAA Tournament? Before we can fill that field of 68, we must first get through the conference championships. I'm James Dotson here tonight to look at the Patriot League. They're a one-bid league, and they're looking to cause some stir in the NCAA Tournament for the second straight year. Last year it was Lehigh who defeated regular season champion Bucknell to get the automatic bid. And then they went and took down the number 2 seed Duke Blue Devils in the first round of the NCAA Tournament in one of the top 5 upsets in NCAA Tournament history. Now, the 2013 season is shaping up to be very similar, it looks like, to what happened in 2012. Bucknell won the regular season title, and Lehigh is likely the only team that's going to stop them. They have the number 3 seed in the Patriot League Tournament. Bucknell's 2 conference losses came to Lehigh and to the number 2 seed Lafayette. Bucknell's home court advantage will be huge here throughout the Patriot League Tournament, which is spread out over a whole week. However, the loss to Lehigh this year came on Bucknell's home court. Now let's talk about the Bucknell Bison. They are going to rely heavily on their senior center, Mike Muscala. He is 6'11", and he has been very tough to stop down low this year. Very few guys in the Patriot League can match up against him. He averages 19 points, 11 rebounds per game, and that allows Bucknell a very legitimate opportunity to compete in the NCAA Tournament because, unlike a lot of other mid-major teams, they have a good inside presence. They also have Joe Willman, Cameron Ayers, Bryson Johnson. They all contribute double-digit points per game averages. But what may be the Achilles heel for them is they don't have a very consistent 5th scorer on that team, and you need to be consistent all the way around to compete. The next highest scorer after those first 4, Ryan Hill. He averages less than 3 points per game. The Bison need to have a 5th player. It's maybe somebody off the bench, somebody who can explode in all their games. Someone needs to come out red hot in order for them to secure the automatic bid, especially when they end up playing in that championship game. Someone needs to come up, otherwise the Bison will be heading home. Now, the number 2 seed, the Leopards of Lafayette, they have a much more balanced attack than Bucknell has. They're led by sophomore guard Seth Heinrichs, who's actually a 6'7" guard. He can work a smaller defender down low, or he can take the bigger defender outside and beat him one-on-one. The Lafayette's top 6 scorers, they all average 7+ points per game. They have a very nice balanced attack. We like it. However, of those 6 top scorers, only 4 of them, are sophomores or freshmen. They're very young. I'm afraid of the jitters. I think it might be a bit too much for them this year, but keep an eye on Lafayette down the road. I think they're going to have, they have some good years coming ahead of them, not only for the Patriot League, but also in the NCAA Tournament down the stretch as well. Now on to Lehigh, the defending champions. They've had a rough end of February. They lost 3 straight games, which were at Colgate, against Bucknell at home, and then at Lafayette. 3 very tough games to end it. They bounced back with 2 victories against Navy and Army to get them back on the right track leading into the tournament, which is very, very important going into this. But what's been more impressive is the number of wins that they have been able to maintain. That they've been able to maintain that 20-8 record after losing their star, C.J. McCollum. He broke his foot on January 5th. The All-American had to have surgery for it. Not only is he an All-American, they're calling him a potential first-round draft pick coming up in the NBA draft here. Now, after the surgery, he was going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. Well, guess what? The first day of the Patriot League Tournament is the Week 9 spot. So we might be seeing him back. He's been seen walking around. He doesn't have crutches. He's shooting in the gym. Not much live action. Not any live action. He's not ready for it yet. But it will be interesting to see what the Mountain Hawks do with him. If he is able to play, do they start him the first game? Do they wait till maybe the semifinal round? If he does play, how long will he play? Because he averaged almost 35 minutes per game. You won't see that. He averaged 24 points per game, one of the tops in all of college basketball. You won't see that much either. Look for fellow seniors, Gabe Knutson, Holden Griner. They're going to have to step up big time, whether they have McCollum or not. I think McCollum will be limited if he comes back. I do expect him to come back, and he will make some shots. But I think it's going to be the other seniors who are going to lead by example, and they're going to be the reason why they will make the championship game. Very little doubt it'll be Bucknell versus Lehigh to battle it for the title. Whether he's not back or not, it doesn't matter that McCollum could be back or not. The team's going to be motivated, whether they have him or whether he's still sitting there on the bench cheering him on from the sidelines. Sometimes that's all it takes to win the big game and go dancing. So I'm going to take Lehigh to return again to the NCAA Tournament. Well, that's it for this edition of the 360 Sports Network Road to the Final Four Patriot League edition. Keep following us on Twitter at 3S Network. Keep tabs on our website, 360sportsnetwork.com, for all of your college basketball updates leading up to Selection Sunday. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for future podcasts on the Road to the Final Four special as we fill that Field of 68 and help make your brackets be the very best they can be. For 3SN, I'm James Dawson. Have a good night.